Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The Bulls moving quickly to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a first down for the offense.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
USF.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Facing a third down, he's short from the 26. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quick release by the QB. Makes a catch and knocked down. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Brown will throw it. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. That's caught. It's Connors. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He'll keep it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll do it himself. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Brown wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And 1st down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
Snagged on the outside. It's Connors. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
3rd down coming up.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Connors. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Rice Owls 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Warner. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Rice.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Never a doubt.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. Using his legs, it's Keith. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
USF. Number 9.
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Rice, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 2nd down coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Scanning the field, it's Warner. Zings it complete to the right.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting.
And that pass picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, and I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Florida, 21. Rice, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. He'll just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking to throw, it's Warner. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is picked off. Oh, he got loose. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.